What's up, you guys? Live wire. Little recorded video for you today. Audio might not be the greatest, but live with us. That's my wife in the background. But Adam and I are together doing a video in person. Adam and I are together doing a video in person in Utah.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah. So tonight, we're just kind of comparing. So B522, that is the new
Elijah Craig barrel.
Elijah Craig pick. We got Adriana in the background making comments. We love her.
Then we got a Idaho private barrel 8-year.
So this is courtesy of Whiskey Mountains. If you guys have not seen Whiskey Mountains, check her out. Yes,
That's her.
That's her. She's back there. And Shane Long got this for Whiskey Mountains, and she let us crack it. Well, she wasn't drinking tonight because she's being responsible for one night.
And yeah, so we had tried this pick, and it's a freaking hitter. So we wanted to try it against a batch and see how it actually compared. Because we think out of the picks we tried from Elijah Craig, they're great. Most of them don't compare to batches, but we think this one might actually kick a batch. So.
This pick might actually be doing it for us, so we'll find out. We'll find out. So, which one are we starting with?
Go with the B522 first.
Okay, B522 first. So we've got some of that poured. So I tried the B522 tonight on a empty Elijah Craig pallet.
Just popped it. Bought it here in Utah today.
And I don't think it's that bad. I think it's supposed to be 120 proof, right? 121 proof. You know, it's the B batch this year. I do think it's very Elijah Craig though.
Yeah, it's great. I mean, it's not one of their hitter batches. It's one of these meddling batches, but you get 12-year bourbon. It's
and what did I pay for that today?
$80.
$80. So $80 today for this. And it's good. I think it hits below its proof. You told me that before I did it, before I tried it, and I think you're right.
Yeah, the proof on it tends to drink a little low for me. I've compared it with other batches. It just really hits low on the proof, but you get all the great age and oakiness.
But you do get some good, we're getting some good, legs on it when you look at the glass. I think it's still pretty viscous.
Yeah, it is.
I like it. All right, so then we're going to go on to the Idaho pick. So I agree. I think most of the time I get a pick, and they're probably not as good as the batches.
No.
I think they're more readily available because you can get a bigger variety of them. I think more and more stores are doing them now.
They're
more and more
unique,
states.
And they have different age statements. They got 8, 9, 10, 11. I think you can even get 12-year private selects.
I also think there's a point that they have to make things different, right? All these batches have to be different from each other to a certain extent. And this actually gives you another version, if you will, of Elijah Craig barrel proof. So I like the idea. I like it being a little different. But yeah, so right off the bat, it's hotter.
Yeah.
This one's opened up. We've had these poured for about 15 minutes.
Yeah, it's a lot hotter. I mean, it is 129 proof, so you figure 121, 129, it's going to be hotter, but it drinks way hotter than
yeah, this feels more like a 115, 112. Yeah. This one is all of the 130.
Yeah, for sure.
Right, you can feel it. It's got that heat. It has a longer finish.
But something I get with it that I don't get with the private selects is the Elijah Craig profile. I don't tend to get that as much with most of the private selects I've had. They're Heaven Hill, but I don't get the age coming through on those. But this one has a lot more of that. Sure.
And I do like the buttery. There's a buttery note to it as well. I do like that. It's actually pretty viscous. Great legs on it. Yeah, you definitely get a richness to this one that I like. That I have the Utah picks.
The finish, dude. The finish.
This kills the Utah 10-year.
Oh yeah.
And this is 8-year, right? It's 8.
Yeah. So Utah did 2. We had an 8 and a 10-year, and it kills both of those easily. I haven't had a good private select, in terms of compared to the batches. The batches I buy every day. The private selects hit or miss, but this is the best private selects I've had, and I think this does beat B522 for me. Just
I think it's there. I think just the
finish
kills it, because
it just goes.
When I first tasted it, I was like, wow, there's a harsh finish to it, but I think it needed to open up.
Yeah.
Now that it's opened up, it's not just a hot, long finish. It's you get that, Elijah Craig finish that you expect from the higher proof Elijah Craig. I think these are great. I love the fact that we're seeing more of these picks. I was on a pick a couple weeks ago, just for a local liquor store for these. It's so cool that, another store in town has those. I have one being held for me that somebody else found for me.
They're accessible.
And, usually you get one, maybe two of these, from a given batch.
Mm-hmm.
And the fact that they keep pumping these out, from different stores is great. I think these are awesome because you get a consistent.
Yes.
They may not blow you away, but I don't think you're going to ever.
Blend of the barrels, you're always going to get a quality product.
Yeah.
With the regular batches. This one is encouraging to me that this is such a great bottle, because I was kind of down on the private selects until I tried this actual one.
And it's interesting because the private selects, from what I've seen, having older, these are 12-year.
Yep.
This is 8-year.
8-year.
Right? And so the 8 years that I'm seeing, 8 and 9 years, are beating the 10-year.
Yeah.
You don't see 12-year in the barrel selects typically that I've seen.
Nope.
It's usually 8, 9, or 10. And it's kind of cool that you're seeing
I think the younger ones tend to be
the younger
better
ones are a little better. The 10 Utah wasn't as good as the 8.
There was a 10 Idaho, or 9 or 10 Idaho, that wasn't as good as this 8.
Yeah, so I think 8 years is probably a sweet spot for this.
Yeah.
For these barrels, unless you're going to blend them.
Yeah, man.
Yeah. Well, find a B522 and find a barrel select. Tell us what you think, if you've got a barrel select that's better than the B522 or the A122.
Yeah.
We think the A122 is better than the B522 as well.
We will blind, or not blind, but we will do those side by side in the upcoming video. But I'm pretty certain the A122 actually beats the B.
Yeah. All right, y'all. Hey, cheers. Make sure if you've got a bottle, chug it, and we will see you guys on the next video.
Like and subscribe.
See ya.